What's up, beautiful souls? Today's reading is something that you just gotta trust. If you've stumbled across this video, there's probably something in it for you, especially if you feel like you've been stuck, or maybe you've even had like intuitive hits, but nothing has really manifested yet. The energy I'm tapping into today is kind of hard to really pinpoint. I'm gonna do my best, but nonetheless, it's beautiful, and I hope you do claim it because it's great, especially if you've been feeling lost or you haven't felt like anything's going your way, because the energy is going to shift, and it's going to shift in your favor. I want to first welcome you to, or welcome back. Crystal, I do readings for the collective. First and foremost, energy is sacred. It's not something I take lightly, so I am always grateful to tap into a world to get a reading and deliver a message. So, give you an idea, I'm going to let you in on the energy I'm picking up on. I lay a tarot spread, and then we'll finish with the oracle card. But right off the get-go, and this is why it's kind of hard for me to fully tap into to what's happening, because I think a miracle, and when I say a miracle, I don't say that lightly, is actually unfolding, and it's taking place. Oh wow, sorry, puppy's here. But I feel like a miracle is happening right now, and it is underway. Big transformation, like the way you knew life, the world as you know it. That's what they're trying. The world as you know it is going to, as your world as you know it, is going to change. And it's going to change dramatically. And it's not in a bad way. I just really feel like there's miracles, but I think it's going to be, in the way it's going to be bestowed to you. This is the energy I'm getting. This is going to be revelations. These are going to be epiphanies. These are going to be ahas. These are going to be whatever you've been praying or you've had your heart on, or whatever's for the highest good. And this is just coming to me. And I haven't even meditated or picked that up, but maybe it will come in with the reading. But if you are being called, if you feel a nudge of any sort to make an action, to do something, I am, first and foremost, the first message coming through is you are highly encouraged to follow that pull. You've got to follow that push. Again, I don't use the word miracle. I think miracles happen all the time. I think they're beautiful. But what is a miracle? It's like, despite all odds, right? When everything doesn't look like it's going, something's about to shift. And one thing I have learned about miracles is that sometimes Spirit's going to will ask you to move upon, I don't know why the chess is coming up, but if you have to move some of your guys or make some moves to position yourself so that Spirit can move in and deliver. That's the first and foremost download. As I'm free writing this right now, it's coming in to act on. So if you're feeling an intuitive pull, act on it. It may seem tedious. It may feel out of comfort zone. It may seem irrelevant, even if it sounds simple. This is like what we do as far as practicing intuition, right? If you feel a nudge to go outside, you should do it. Even if it doesn't manifest into anything that you see immediately, it's strengthening that muscle. Okay, gone kind of tangent about that, but I think that was important for somebody. Now, with all that being said, recognizing that if you've been pulled here, there's a big transformation underway. It is, I think it's gonna rock your world. So let's begin. Our underlying energy comes with a 7 of Pentacles, but it comes in reverse. This energy immediately tells me the time of checking on your crops is done, and it's time to harvest. The time is here. time for change. So that was twofold. I wanted to say the other thing that I was going to say with this energy. Underlying energy. Maybe you've been checking on your crops. Maybe you've been tending to them. You've been reflecting on where you've come. It's time to harvest what that may entail. Because this is, and I'm just going to tell you the way, how I'm picking up on the energy, are moments when I have these eurekas, epiphanies, ahas. It's like it can just happen so randomly, but you can get these massive amount of downloads, guys. And if you act on it, it can almost feel overwhelming too. But sometimes but it's also inspiring. It's like spirit's whispering right in your ear, and you light up. And I know for myself, I guess that's the energy I'm picking up, because there's been times that I will be out just driving and doing my own thing, and it hits me like a wave. And I'll have to actually pull out my phone and write, like do text speech notes so I don't forget them, because sometimes it comes in so fast. That's the energy of change that's coming, and miracles and transformations that they shift the way you see the world. At the heart of the spread, the card that best represents you is the light of unity. It is together you create light that illuminates even the darkest paths. Unity, love, connection, harmony, alignment, and strength. This may be specific to somebody. I just got to trust it. When the cards come out, unity. You at the heart of the spread and what it signifies. This may be collaborative effort. Well, especially if it's a miracle, then you know that there's angels working on your behalf to make things happen. But when I look at this card even further, right? Just look at their face expression. It's like dumbfounded. Like, did I just see what happened? What just happened? What just took place? I don't know why the analogy of seeing aliens. Like, we talk about it, right? But they actually manifest right before you, and the world is in awe. Don't know why that came to me. Sorry, guys. I'm just going with it. We're free writing it. A miracle, something that totally takes you by surprise. So maybe this will entail collaboration with others as well. It could be just your guides. Maybe it's just the light that's going to bring harmony, a light to those around you. The crossing energy is the Six of Wands, which is an interesting dynamic, especially with it being your challenging aspect. It is that moment of I think as I'm reading this, as a challenging aspect, when the miracle happens, when a transformation this big happens, it may call upon being seen and recognized and noticed. Will you step into that and allow that? Sometimes our ego gets in our way and we can downplay our significance, or that we are worthy, or that's possible. But you are more than enough to be seen in all of your glory, to embrace this transformation that's upon you. Now, the reason I think that this is so significant is because when I ask if you've been guided to this video, how do you see it? What's from your point of view? This is why I feel like you just gotta trust it, because I think from your point of view, you don't see it. In fact, I think that you might feel really stuck. I think you may, honestly, I'm afraid you could be almost feeling like you are forgotten. And I say that because the way you see it from your point of view comes with the Two of Cups. Sorry, I got my book. Guys, you gotta bear with me. I got my Two of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. To me, this is stuck. I don't have a choice. And nothing's going in my favor. Nothing has gone in my favor. A fortune of bad luck. It also feels like rock bottom. And that's why I think for you, even if you are this far into the video and you're still listening to it and you go, this can't, I just don't believe like it hasn't. There's no coincidences. There's a reason you're watching this video. Be prepared. Because something's on its way. Angelic guidance. When I ask from Spirit's point of view, higher point of view, how they see, what's going on, what do they see? It comes with a temperance. It's like heaven and earth colliding. It is an alchemy card, right? Turning water to wine. That's what they do. And what stands out even more right now as I'm just looking at this card is the lotus. When you're at rock bottom and it's murky and there's no sign of light in the distance, it could be that you're actually in amongst the blooming. We can't have a lotus without the mud. It doesn't bloom without the mud. That's what makes the lotus so profound. And Spirit sees the change. Spirit's saying change is on its way. So your piece of advice, what's the advice? Strength. And I think that correlates directly to the Six of Wands. Being seen, being recognized, being noticed. Think with change. Change is different. It's uncomfortable. It's foreign. It's different. It means foreign, meaning we don't know what to expect. We don't know. Shocked, right? Like, but often we confuse foreign as something to be feared. I think Spirit is saying this is something you don't have to fear. You tame the lion by softness, by gentleness, by this girl in this card, she's got the lion submitted. Like she hasn't hurt the lion. She kind of sounds pompously. If I'm being honest, I think I'm good off. I'm trying to stay on this. So sorry. When this comes in, use your sovereign grace. And usually when we think of strength, it doesn't necessarily mean externally, but internally. Knowing that the power is already within you to handle any of this transformation. You were built for this miracle, whatever is coming your way. But don't jeopardize it. Don't push it away. Miracles happen all the time. But will you accept it? They say that because the potential outcome comes with the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. And they're taking me back to another time. I've seen miracles. I have had rescue missions come in. And what this energy reminds me of, and I don't know what the transformation will be. I don't know what is going to be presented. But when I say miracles, right? And then I see this energy as your potential outcome. And there's so many times to get it right. We have opportunities after opportunities to get something right, to deliver things, to make the moves so Spirit can work on our behalf, right? When you're feeling called to do something. okay, I'm being encouraged to share this. Like when I say that, I'm just going to give you an example. So for me, I'm going to give you, this is going to come together so you understand the miracle. I was called to, this is way back when, to apply for a job. The likelihood of getting it is pretty rare. And I was in a pretty bad funk at the time. It's not a job I wanted, but I felt called to apply for it. And I received a call back, and they wanted to interview me. And I didn't really want the interview. I really didn't want this job. But I felt very called to do it. And the likelihood of an employer calling you back a couple times to try to get you in is slim to none. I intentionally avoided it. And it was about the third time that they reached out. Sounds bizarre, right? What kind of employer would do that? I've had I felt like Spirit was like, this is it, take it, whether you like it or not, you need to do this. And it wasn't, what I'm trying to get about, it wasn't about the job. They were putting me in position for miracles to unravel. It was uncomfortable. It was something I didn't want to do. But I did it, and I took it because I felt the intuitive nudge. There was a reason I had to be there. There was a reason I needed to take it. Moreover, I got the opportunity in this scenario. It didn't pass me up. It was what I needed. It's what was meant for me. And I just had to learn. I had to lean into that intuitive knowing, despite how uncomfortable it was. Which brings me to your potential outcome. And it's no secret. I was in a toxic relationship at one point. And I'm using this only as an analogy because this is the energy. And there was a debate on social media. I hope you guys are following me. Stay with me. Stay with me. And there was somebody that was arguing like, nobody's coming to save you. And they were upset about that comment. And they're like, you've got support. You've got so many people around you. I'm so sick of that. Like pulling yourself up from the bootstrap conflict. But it hit me a bit different. I understand what they're saying. Like we're all here to support one another. But the truth is really at the end of the day, if you want change, if you want miracles, if you want to get out of the stuck energy, it really is going to come down to you accepting the miracles and doing what's necessary. And that's what I'm kind of getting with this energy. With the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. And what I mean by that, I had angels, as you do, that have come in and have rescued, like rescue missions to come save me. And at the time, despite how gnarly everything was, despite the rescue mission from the divine and angels and guides, and still being rescued, I went back to my enemy. In short, despite a rescue mission. Does that make sense? And it took me a few times to break that cycle, to break that trap. I'm not even saying this is about a relationship, guys. It may not. I'm using the energy. Please bear with me. So it's just an energetic thing. At the end of the day, you are the only one that can save yourself. Although there are miracles, there are things that will be put into place. Will you accept it? Or will you self-sabotage yourself? Are you ready for this radical change? Because it's coming. Prepare yourself. Massive, massive transformation, miracle, awakenings, epiphany, downloads, eurekas. And it's going to shock you, I think. You are not, I don't think you know this is coming. You may have even if you've intuitively felt the pull, and have yet to actually, it's like you felt the intuitive pull and maybe you have applied and you haven't got, just wherever you're at, but you haven't seen it manifest yet. Or maybe you're feeling the intuitive pull to go put an application in or something. Whatever it is, you'll know. You're going to know. I feel like right now they're telling me, you'll know. You know exactly what I'm talking about because it's coming, it's speaking to you loud and clear. You got to trust that. You got to trust it. Let's finish with the oracle card really quick. Calling in the love we are, the light we are. Archangels, ascended masters. Higher self, Holy Spirit. Spirit guides, only that of the highest good. So when I pull an oracle card, it's to help reel the whole message in, give you a message I may have missed, or even sometimes you guys just get direct, like there's something that Spirit wants to say that I completely missed out on. I'm not doing 3 though. There we go. Learning. Life always brings you exactly what is needed for your soul's growth. Instead of resisting difficulties, try to see them from a higher perspective for what they really are. An opportunity for growth and learning. When you look with awareness at the wisdom and the gift from the obstacles and challenges you face, you progress further along your path and can move on to new experiences. Your affirmation. I choose to learn from my experiences and always take away a gift or a little insight to further my understanding. Life always brings me what is best for my growth. I trust in life and welcome all experiences with wisdom. There's so many intuitives here. You know what comes to my mind when I see that? There's a book right there. The Akashic Records. I just feel like with that too, it's like, not to pounce or anything, but again, it's like a rescue mission can come in and will you turn back to your old ways? You're eventually going to rev onto the right path, I believe. I'm just giving you fair warning. I think that's what this thing is. You may not see the change. You may not even feel it. But I'm telling you, I think something's underway. And it's going to catch you off guard. Accept it. No growth. Everything's changing. And it's all for your best evolution. If you made it this far, know that I love you. I appreciate the opportunity to tap in, to deliver a message. Hopefully you got a bite of something there. Do please share, like, comment, join the tribe if you haven't yet. I love you guys so much. And until next time, namaste.